the #1 Amazon new release, and #3 Amazon bestseller. The fiction book of the year, The Adventures of Mat Rufs, Book 1, Mexican Jewel. Chapter 2. For the audio of Chapter 1, listen to the Chapter 1 YouTube video or go to Amazon for the full book, in different formats. Chapter 2. The drawing on Zolo's tag was made in a simple line art style, with a few lines charging across, 2 twin circles, and a zigzag connecting the outer dots. But deciphering the meaning of the line art, or any art at all, is a challenge worth noting. The thing about line art is that lines are actually points in motion, and there are several types of lines. Contour lines, for example, are carefully drawn to define the edges of a shape or plane. Gesture lines are quick, rough lines that capture shapes, forms, and movement. There are 5 basic kinds of lines: curved, vertical, horizontal, zigzag, and diagonal, all made to create an illusion of texture and perspective. Line art is often used in the drawing of maps. Matt remembered the art classes his sister took while she was in middle school. She used to be so excited, coming home with various products of her imagination: cute kitty cats, Christmas ornaments, or their house drawn on a piece of green construction paper. Once, at home, she drew a boy she liked but would not take the drawing to school for the fear of ridicule from her friends. Matt smiled at the memory. Emily was so far away now, back in their hometown, probably getting ready for dinner, or what time was it anyway? He lost the sense of time being in this cave for so long. Matt sighed and looked again at the little puppy that was now clinging to him for warmth. After a few minutes, Matt decided that they must keep moving through the cave. It is better to take some steps than none at all. If they always took the right turn every time there was a choice of passages, they would have a good chance of finding a way out. Or, they could always choose the left turn, so long as they are consistent with the direction. Also, they must leave some visible marks, in an unfortunate event they come a full circle back to where they already passed. If this happened, they would try a different path, taking the second right, or left, tunnel, and then the third, and so on. If they don't follow a good system like this, they would keep moving in circles and lose strength. Matt dug into his backpack and fished out a piece of red napkin that he had left there from his breakfast. He tore a small piece off and placed it onto a small indent in the cave wall, securing it with a flat stone to mark where they have already passed. He pondered over the fact that the cave was not completely dark. A faint light was present, giving some way to see the cave and the passages. Matt tried to figure out which way the light was brighter, but it was not obvious. He shook his head, picked up the shivering Zolo into his arms, and charged into the tunnel on the right. The path was rather rough, with lots of debris and stones under the water. Matt's hiking shoes were completely soaked and heavy, but he kept them on, to be safe from the sharp objects at the bottom of the cave. One step at a time, then one more again. Matt decided to count to 300 before they stopped to rest again. Zolo was very light, almost weightless, and he clung on so tight to Matt that it felt easy to carry him. Matt glanced affectionately at the puppy, touching his nose, which felt cold and wet. "You are a healthy pup," Matt thought, smiling. "We are going to make it." Funny how just a moment before meeting Zolo, Matt was feeling scared, hopeless, and almost desperate, blaming himself for carelessly getting into this cave and losing his way. But now, he was the strong one, responsible for saving Zolo, which changed everything. Matt was here for a reason. Matt felt a surge of energy and stamina to carry on and find a way out, no matter what it took. And he was also determined to discover why Zolo was left in the cave, and what was the meaning of the mysterious drawing on Zolo's tag. But one thing at a time. The full book of The Adventures of Mat Rufs, Mexican Jewel, is available now on Amazon. The #1 Amazon new release, and #3 Amazon bestseller.